Yes, it's another after show for the Mindy Project here on AFTERBUZZ TV. Peter is back. We're very excited about this. Plus, Mindy, does she hook up with the pool boy? Find out next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to another after show of AFTERBUZZ TV for the Mindy Project. I am Cameron Lewis at The Only Cam Chef, Twitter and Instagram. To my left, as always.
What's up, everybody? I'm April Whisenhant. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at April Whisenhant.
And I'm Lindsey Miller. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and I got Snapchat.
How's that going, by the way?
I'm failing miserably at it.
Yeah?
I haven't what do you call it? Anyways, you can find me at Rockin' Mama Life.
I follow you. You haven't snapped anything yet.
You guys have got it figured out because you have the matching username across all of them. My Snapchat is not one I'm proud of.
Well, because it's my website.
Well, that makes sense.
RockinMamaLife.com, and I chose it
makes
after
sense.
researching and making sure I could brand across all social media.
Well, you're saying I'm a poor planner.
Well, no, it's your name, so you don't really have a choice there.
Yeah, well, my Snapchat is Cami Pants with a Z.
Oh, that's good.
Very
That's just
different.
weird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Mine may be my email address, like just AMW0011
Okay.
from college, but I think it's April Whisenhant. But it might be AMW0011.
So you really don't even know where to find you on Snapchat. Super.
Either one of those.
That's all the time we have, so we'll see you guys next time.
basically.
This was I really liked this episode.
I did
and
too.
it's concerning me because Lindsay said that she didn't like it before.
Okay, it just wasn't one of my favorites. I thought it was a little slow.
I liked it because I liked seeing Peter back, and I didn't. It's kind of like last week how I was talking about. I'm starting to not miss certain characters. I didn't necessarily miss the other characters tonight.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I like Peter as well, but I feel like we didn't really even get to see a whole lot of Peter.
Yeah, we used to like rag on Lauren
can't stand
so bad
Lauren.
last season, and I
can't stand Lauren.
Clearly, she's not written as a character for us to like. But
Yeah.
she just annoys me so much.
No.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Peter, you're with this woman who like won't let you eat meat and
it has the
do
formal
what
living
you
room.
want, but you can't sit there. And
Do
have, like,
you
your
guys have
fancy-
formal living rooms?
No.
My parents do.
Right? Okay, so that's
mean,
like a...
We live in Los Angeles. We have like a room.
Right.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I did realize, now I'm not like a big, like I wear my shoes in the house, which probably shouldn't do in California.
It's terrible. It's so
I know, it's so
bad. For you.
bad.
There's
What?
so gross.
Well, I'm stopping because I'm getting a new rug. But I got a white couch, and I
April.
Terrible idea.
I realized, because normally, like, I would never, of course, put like shoes on the couch, but definitely feet. And I realize when I see other people with dirty feet start to put their feet on my couch, I'm like, and I'm like, oh, is this what happens when you get older?
Yeah,
Because normally I would never care, but I see
The
like
next
the
thing you know,
soot.
you're going to get the plastic cover for it, and people are going to be sitting on that.
I see the foot on their feet, or the soot on their feet. I'm like, and most people don't do it. It's my old roommate though, and I walked up, and
that's dangerous in LA though, because everybody wears flip flops, which means your feet are filthy.
Yeah, it was my old roommate. So I just walked up to her and I was like, and I moved them.
Oh my God!
But it was funny though. I didn't do it in like a crazy way. I did it like being funny, but then she didn't realize how gross her feet were. Shout out to my old roommate.
I'll be watching it right now.
Got called out by
Stanky
your dirty old feet.
Yeah, you're scaring me now, Lindsay.
What?
Because I wear the shoes sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Inside.
it's so. I'll bring you some research. It's super gross.
That's terrible. I don't know if I want you to bring me any
It's
research.
super gross.
Ignorance
like
is bliss.
The stuff you check in from outside. Yeah, no.
Disgusting.
Well, good thing that Mindy was not in Los Angeles this episode.
Yes.
We had her actually in Austin, Texas. This was a hilarious beginning.
Yes.
She had no idea that she was leaving for a trip the next day. I'm happy to say that's never happened to me. But I've heard of stories of my friends. This has happened to them where they
feel like
completely forget.
You
Planning
must have to
it.
like just fly a ton in order to
For that
forget
to happen, right?
you have a trip. Like
Yeah.
I'm going home
Yeah.
this weekend and I've been like thinking about it constantly.
Well,
for
I mean,
weeks.
I'll be like, it'll like sneak up on me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh crap, we're leaving in like 2 days. Like I didn't realize it was like this week that I'm going, but like I knew I was going. Like she had
no
idea she had booked tickets to fly to Austin. Like
For 5 days.
That is, yeah.
She was pretty quickly okay with going too, I think.
Yeah.
Once Peter said, what was the line? Come to Texas where the median weight is 300 pounds.
Yeah, they'll think you're
anorexic.
Like, I'm there.
I don't know. For me, in this episode, I felt like we saw more genuine Mindy Kaling than I've seen before.
Yeah, that's true. I love like the little dumb moments with her and Martin. She's like, Martin,
Yes.
what? The lizard? She's like, why didn't you tell me that he was the Albert Einstein of pool boys or whatever?
Yeah. And like there's several times where she's where I think Rosa or Lauren comes into her room and she's having a conversation with him while still like her face is in the pillow and she's kind of like sideways looking up at him.
In the Dartmouth shorts and the
And the
Garfield
Dartmouth
t-shirt.
shorts. There's some asides she makes when she's climbing out of the pool to Diego. I thought it was really funny. There was a bunch of fun moments tonight.
Yeah.
When she's getting ready to go to Austin, though, who the heck is at Danny's door?
I don't know who this chick is.
Which, by the way,
Eliza.
clever way to completely not have to have Danny there for the shoot.
Right.
But what was her name? Eliza?
Eliza.
Did she know about Eliza beforehand?
No.
Isn't there like
she
a normal...
said like, hey, Olga, as in like, I'm guessing the nanny, obviously.
Right.
But clearly that was not the nanny.
Isn't there normally a conversation about
I feel
leaving the kid
Yeah.
with a stranger?
Yeah, I feel like that's something that I felt like that was not realistic in terms of like dating. Like most people, if they're in like a co-parenting situation, when it comes to like dating or like bringing a new person into your kid's life, like there's some conversation before like you just all of a sudden have like a significant other around your child and watching them by themselves.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean.
That's not typical, I don't think.
First of all, I'm looking for this tweet that Mindy sent out last week. Something about, because everyone started calling her out about like, where's Leo? Even we said it.
Yeah.
And she tweeted like something epic. I'm going to find it though.
Okay.
But I completely agree though, because especially it's like, okay, let's say having the conversation wasn't completely necessary, but like still, if it wasn't, like Danny would be the one to open the door. It's like you don't leave your baby with someone random, even if you think
He's in the shower.
Like that
in the shower.
that doesn't happen
So,
in real.
but
Oh no, I know he's there, but I mean like she answered the door. Like I feel like that
it's
would
just
have
not a
happened in real
typical
life.
way to find out about your ex who you have a child with, significant other.
Especially she's instantly like, oh, this must be Leo. Hi, Leo. Come in. I'll introduce you to the squirrel and we'll go to the park and all this
I
stuff.
would certainly
Oh my
not
God,
be
what?
that way.
No.
No.
You'd be like, oh my God,
Well, I
it's
feel
so
like
nice to
most
meet you.
women
This is
would
him.
not be comfortable like being
I wouldn't think so.
that person. You know what I mean?
No.
I'd be like, hi, I'm,
I wouldn't think so. So Mindy flies to Austin after this, arrives at Peter's, as he calls it, Tex-Mex Sexplex.
His mansion.
It's huge.
You get such a better bang for your buck in this
Oh
house.
my
I'm
God.
telling you.
April, you don't want to like put me on this train right now because the rest of the show will be that.
Oh, it's crazy. I looked up like just looking one time. It was like $1 million, and because I know what $1 million will get you in Alabama. Like if you spend $1 million on a house, you are living.
you have
like,
half of Alabama.
Exactly. You were just living crazy.
You own Mobile.
And then here it's like a little shanty.
Oh, if you're lucky.
Yeah, it's
Here
just
it's
crazy.
like, it's like the
school
thing in the
district.
corner that at one time was a ice cream shack or
Exactly.
something. That's
In
what you
Mar
can get
Vista.
here.
With a new roof,
Vista.
maybe.
Where like
Yes.
planes fly overhead every day, you're like have the worst pollution because
Absolutely.
you're nestled in between every freeway, and your kids are gonna get like shaved at school.
And your neighbor runs the
A gang?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah. Oh, y'all, I found this tweet really quick.
what was
Sorry.
it? Yeah.
So everyone kept, giving her a tough time about this, and she said, people ask where Mindy's baby is when I'm on a dating story, because last week was all about her dating. And she said, he's off playing with the children on male-driven comedies no one ever asks about. Because it's like on a male-driven comedy, if the guy has a baby and no one ever says like, oh, where's the baby? Because they just assume that it's taken care of, or it's assumed
There it
that it's
is.
with the
Not
mom.
necessarily. There's a show on I don't know what network. What is it? Baby Daddy?
I've never seen it. But
I love Baby
Male-driven
Daddy.
comedy, I would say. The
Yeah.
lead character is a male who's been left with like his baby from an ex who just like kind of drops her off at his door.
Yeah.
And she's integral in pretty much like every episode. We always know where she is and who's watching her.
But it's not typical.
Right.
You go to,
That is
so I
true,
understand
yeah.
what she was saying in
Yeah.
that sense. But I've definitely heard about that show though. But there, I mean, I'm guilty of it. There are many a show where I feel like if it was Danny, if we were seeing Danny date, I wouldn't necessarily have been like, oh,
You
where's
would
Leo
assume
at?
you would assume the baby's with Mindy.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And I
that's
did.
true.
So I get what you're saying there.
Yeah, I did, of course, wonder like, where is Leo?
Yeah.
That's true.
So I feel kind of bad because she tweeted that, and I was like, oh, I'm one of those people.
Peter actually, he notices Mindy's kind of upset about the Eliza thing and says, hey, there's plenty of Texan men, we can go out. I was kind of upset that they never ended up at the bar. Like
Yeah.
Diego
Right, that's what I'm saying.
was...
We didn't see a whole lot. We go there
That
to
would
see
have been
Peter,
fun.
and we didn't see a lot of Peter. Like the
Yeah.
Peter that we know and love. We saw this
Saw a
lame
lot of Lawrence
version
and
of
Rosa, a
Lauren
lot of
with
Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like
they're
sad
best
Peter.
friends, and I love the Mindy and Peter relationship.
Right, but we didn't
I-
get
that's-
that in this episode. I think that's where
Right.
my disappointment in this episode was, especially with the lead-in. It was like, oh, this is great. We're going to finally have, like, Mindy and Peter, like, some really quality stuff, and we didn't really...
That was probably my favorite part of the episode, was the lead-in.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the two of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And then the last part, too, whenever Diego says that final line and then leaves.
Oh.
And they're like, that shit was hot. Oh, my God.
Watching the episode, I don't know what y'all thought about it, but watching the episodes, what does he say? He's like, oh, I'm not a big city
says-
guy, so when if I come to visit you, we probably shouldn't
stay in
leave
your
your apartment. Just me watching it myself, I was like, dang, that was good. Like, I, like, perked up when he said it. So I love that they had that reaction, because that was my literal...
it was
I
great.
like,
It was great.
Good.
keep that in your back pocket for the future.
Right.
Never store it
You know?
away. Let's see here.
That'll make Jody jealous.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I missed Jody.
Nice southern gentleman coming in, and
I wish that Jody would have popped up. I would have liked to see him in Texas.
I know, I would have too.
He would have a field day.
He would have fit in.
Yeah.
So this whole thing about Peter being weird and Lauren's worried about it, and obviously I never suspected that
No.
that he
Peter-
was gonna
Peter,
be
are you kidding
cheating.
me?
No way.
No.
No way.
I literally forgot that Lauren and Peter are already married.
I
was
forgot
like,
they had a child.
I was like, he's gonna
I forgot about the kid,
propose. And that's what I thought. And then I saw the ring on her finger. I was like, oh wait, no, I'm clearly off on this.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a proposal, but
No.
yeah,
I thought that because we find out that he quit his job and has been hanging out at the equivalent of Walmart with
Yes.
some people.
Yes.
Which, by the way, that the store was called Cloud9.
Does that
Yeah.
exist?
No, it doesn't, but it's from another NBC show called
is it?
Superstore.
Oh, it's
That's-
from Superstore.
yeah.
because
Okay.
I saw it and I was like, what looks familiar about that to me?
The set for it is up the street from here on Lancashire.
Oh,
It really
maybe.
is.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Oh, it
Or
is.
on Barham, actually.
I pass by there all the time.
There you go.
It's like a Walmart wannabe.
There it is. But I thought he got a job there at first.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh, he's like working at the Walmart.
Yeah.
I know.
I thought he
kind of-
quit. I didn't think that he like willingly gave it up. Because I mean, why else would you be just like chilling in
Yeah.
the thing? I feel like being fired. More people keep that from someone being fired. Like, oh crap.
No, I get it, cause she's like
Yeah, I guess
type A, tightly wound
Yeah.
human being, and she's very, very like particular on how Peter like lives his life and how he is. And I think he probably would feel very judged by her if he was like, hey, I just want to stay home with the kiddo.
Right.
But then she would have instantly said, "Oh, well, great. I'm pregnant."
no, I don't think she would have reacted that way. Maybe, but she is so. I don't
Then it would have
know.
been, "Oh, this is perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Deal.
Right.
Come on home."
By the way,
Yeah.
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
But
Mindy.
she
go ahead.
randomly ran into him there, right? Getting popsicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
let
she,
them
oh
melt.
Oh,
my God, yeah. So the whole thing with Diego, when we first see Diego,
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only one that didn't see him as like the stereotypical hot pool guy?
He's hot,
he's
but he's not.
older.
He's attractive, but it definitely was not like a,
No. He is
you
like
know,
sexy.
like starry-eyed.
No, not like your typical, because like he was older. B,
Yeah.
he was like a little like rougher. Like I would think like Gardner landscape. Like when she said like Premier Landscaping, I was like, oh, that makes more sense. Like
Right.
how he was dressed and how he was. So I think that's but I think that was intentional, like part of the joke, where it's like, really, you just assume that somebody like that speaks Spanish who's in the backyard by the pool is like their pool boy? Like, really, Mindy?
She kept saying stuff though, which I just thought it was hilarious because she walks up to him, she's like, "Hola," whatever else she says, and he starts speaking to her in Spanish, and then obviously discovers she doesn't know it, but every now and then she would just throw in words. She'd be like, New Yorko.
El New Yorko.
Whatever she
So
was saying.
offensive.
I know. As I was watching it, I was like, that's really offensive, but it's also hilarious.
Yeah.
I have friends that when they fall into the pool, they have the same reaction as her.
Yeah.
Like they can totally stand,
I'm drowning.
but they react that way.
And you just don't realize, like, oh, the
I do
ground
that
is
in the
right
ocean.
there.
What?
I don't like touching the ground. I do that in like oceans and lakes.
Really?
I don't want to touch like the seaweed or
'Cause
like
it's
whatever's
gross.
on the bottom. Like,
And then you like track it home, put on your white couch, and that's not good.
yeah, no, I would never get a white couch. That's like a terrible idea.
God,
White
April.
couch.
What the hell?
People don't put their feet
it
on it, though.
slip
It's like they
covered?
know. Yeah. So I can watch
so
it.
you can, like, bleach
There
it.
was a Mindy wrongly accuses him of being the pool boy, obviously, and it turns out he's a landscaper who's building the best water fountain or whatever.
Grotto.
The best grotto. And
Only after
Lauren,
she kisses him, though.
Yes.
Tries to kiss him.
and Lauren forces her to apologize at dinner. And I wanted to see what was written on the note that she had given Mindy that was the apology.
Oh, I'm sure just something ridiculous. I wanted to hear Mindy's rap apology, though. Because I might start
Yes,
using that.
my God. That would have been great. But I liked, line of the night for me was Diego at the dinner table when he said, you know, I understand when you break up with somebody, your exes, like it's hard to get over. He said, I cut my ex-wife's face out of family photos, blended it, drank it. I know, it's cliche. That is such a funny line.
So cliche.
God.
I mean,
I've
haven't we
only done
all
it a
been
few
there?
times. Yeah.
Just blended up our ex's face into a smoothie and
drink
drank
pictures.
It's such a fun. And then I went to Yale. This guy went to
Oh,
jail.
that was my favorite part. He was
Oh
like,
my
the
God.
jam. That was good. Yeah.
That is such a
and
funny
then
joke.
Peter's later, he's like, he went to jail. Why are we helping him?
It's so funny.
Wait, I love that Peter was using the Grey's Anatomy references.
I was just about to
the
say that.
Oh
entire
my
time.
gosh, that was
Because I was
hysterical.
obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. But then at the
Did you
end,
catch all of the things he was
Yes.
saying? Because
Yes.
they meant nothing to me.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I know. When
Yeah.
they're talking about Denny's funeral and like Izzy's
Yeah.
brain cancer, I'm like, what? And then whenever he says the thing, I think Diego is the one who busted. And he's like, or no, Peter says it. He's like, I gotta tell you something. McDreamy dies. I was just like, oh,
yeah.
knife to the heart.
That was pretty great.
It's like one of the
That's
hugest
the only
moments in the
references
show.
I caught.
I
Such a
can't.
big-
I,
yeah.
I can't watch it anymore because McDreamy died.
Should we
but
talk about that?
No, I really
You
can't.
gonna be
Because
okay?
the other references are like so far back.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that. I haven't watched the episode. I can never watch the episode. Yeah,
Did you just skip over it, or you just stopped?
I
How can you not watch that
literally
episode?
read it in a thing and I started crying. I was like, I can never watch it again.
That's a bit much, but it was
I know.
horrible.
It was quite dramatic, as I'm sure that scene was.
Super dramatic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Diego, it's all good. He's gonna stick around. He's gonna finish the grotto. What is a grotto?
It's like the Playboy Mansion thing, right? It's like a cave where you go in at a pool. It's like a pool. It's a pool cave.
It's like a rocky
Formation.
There's like a waterfall feature or something.
Yeah.
I don't know about these things.
I mean, they seem cool.
Fancy.
I'm just surprised that Lauren wants a grotto because I feel
are?
like she would just have like a normal like pool. I don't
I don't
know.
know, I
Grotto
feel like
seems
she
like a
wants-
little
I feel
too
like
cool for her.
also, like,
She wants to
Texas
spend the money.
is a very, like,
Go big or
like,
go home.
go big or go home, like, show your worth kind of
Yeah.
True that.
community.
She has, like, a
and I think
6,000
she's
square
very
foot
much,
house.
like, on that, like showed off.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Is she from there? The character?
No, do you remember they
think
used
so.
they
How
lived
did they end up
in
there?
they lived in LA together. She was a neurosurgeon in LA.
Right.
And then that's where they met. I forget why they moved to Texas. Actually don't remember.
Because Peter got a different job on a different show. Probably.
yeah, basically. That actually is exactly it.
That's what
I don't
exactly
remember
why.
what happened on the show.
I do remember
Danny's
that.
in Europe because he's doing a movie.
Yeah.
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 I liked Lauren asked Mindy to go for a walk, and when her and Peter were having the argument, and Mindy said, "You were the worst host ever."
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
So
pretty
true.
terrible.
They were, yeah.
I don't
They spent no
like.
time with her.
I don't like going to people's places out of state because I feel weird about. That sounds
trapped.
terrible, but like I don't feel trapped, but I feel odd because sometimes they're they like help you out too much. It's like, I don't want to put you out.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like sometimes when these situations happen, it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
So I feel for you, Mindy.
No, that was a bit, her asking Mindy to leave was a bit much.
It was a bit much.
She's like, can you go for a walk when I do? But also, I'm like, Mindy, just Uber to a bar or something.
Yeah,
I
that's
probably don't
what
have
I
Uber.
don't understand. Like,
They
why
do
should
have
you say-
Uber in
I know.
Texas.
I just want to say that
Do
so we can
they?
get some fun
Yeah.
YouTube comments
We have
there.
it in Mobile, too.
It's all over the place now. Yeah.
It's
They have it
everywhere.
in Shamrock, Texas. They
I
have
just
it
feel
in
like
Kansas.
my mom is still. I mean, my mom's not in Texas. She's in like Western New York. But I feel like she's still like every time they come here, and I'm like, just take an Uber from the airport.
Yeah.
Or, like take an Uber to the airport. Like she's like, I don't know who those people are. Like I need to call the taxi cab company. Like she's afraid she's gonna
I
get
trust them.
dismembered. And I'm like, you're not.
Pretty good
Only,
chance
like,
of taxi
You know,
cabs,
70-30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't that bad.
No.
I mean, that's like, come on.
Well, now they have like the all female one. So
Yeah.
They what?
They have an all-female one now.
it's
All
like
female
only
Uber?
for females and
Really?
female drivers. Yeah.
I did not know. What is it called?
I have no idea.
Is it a function of Uber or is it a different
No,
app?
no, it's a completely different company. They're trying to get it shut down because they say it's like
Sexist.
discriminatory.
A little bit in nature, but, I get the intent behind it. It's a pure
But
intent.
also, like, how many men are getting like raped and dismembered in Uber?
There you have it.
Yeah.
That's a question for Google.
That's another one for Google.
I'm just saying.
I feel
Put
like
that
every
next
week
to
I have a
what
new
is on the
question
bottom of
for
your foot.
Google.
And other interesting facts. And Uber.
Soot. That's the California soot.
Oh my
No,
god. I have to
there's,
keep my
like,
windows
beyond
open.
this,
There's
so many, I'm
there's
gonna send you
what?
stuff.
What did you say?
In your
Beyond.
feet?
Oh,
Something.
I thought you said there's never mind.
So many.
I thought you said something really gross that was on my feet and it really scared me.
No, it
Oh my
probably
god, I
is.
don't even know what to do now.
It probably is.
Diego and Mindy, I'm glad with where she ended up at the end of the episode with the decision she made. And it was kind of a nice sentiment, right?
Oh,
This is
no, I
where
wanted
my
to hook up
family
with
is
him.
at.
I did
you?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
I mean, why not? You're on vacation.
and she's like, okay, I
no.
admire this speech. Like, okay, I should be spending time with people that I love until I don't feel this way. I don't think she'll
They
love
were
Lauren,
the
but
worst
she loves
hosts
Peter.
ever.
Yeah, but so it's like, okay, go for a little while, or you're there for 5 days. Like, go get your
Right.
hookup on, and then just come back. Like, end of story.
And tell Peter about it. Like,
Right.
he'll love it. He'll get like little
Oh,
girlfriend.
you
Because
Guys.
clearly they like needed time. Which even though he's like, Lauren said we could go eat barbecue with real meat. So I
That
mean,
sounds lovely.
okay. Well, she should have made it happen, or hopefully she'll
Right,
make it happen
so she
another
could
time.
go eat barbecue with Peter, invite Diego, and then afterwards Peter can go home to Lauren and she can go get freaky deaky.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
thought
the
it
name
should
of the
happen.
barbecue place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Freaky Deaky Barbecue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we used to call it in the 1980s.
Is there?
Back when I was
Google
young.
it with the other stuff. That's not the name of the app, I hope. Please tell me it's
Freaky
not
Deaky
Freaky
Barbecue?
Deaky.
The other stuff?
The other thing. But oh man, you
So you're
guys
glad
upset
she
me
didn't.
because I'm glad she didn't.
Why are you glad she didn't?
Why? Is she saving herself
Because
for Jody or
she,
what?
yes, well, first of all that, but she doesn't want to be hooking up. It doesn't seem like. It seems like she wants some kind of
But then she did. It was
relationship,
like
right?
2 episodes ago, she was just like, dang, I need to hook up. She hooked up with a random dude at the bar, the
I guess
bartender.
that's true.
But I think it's different when you see that. I mean, Danny clearly is like in a relationship with
Right.
this woman. Like he's not just hooking. Like we knew Danny was hooking up. He made it very evident that men have needs, and he was putting it in all over town.
Right.
But now we have a woman who's like actually like knows about her son, who's going to be watching her son for 5 days with Danny, who's all over his Facebook, I believe we saw.
Kissing on
and,
a
like,
Ferris wheel.
you
Speaking
know,
of that,
I just think I
Nah.
think that makes it different because then it's like, oh, okay, he's clearly moved on.
Yeah.
He's not just like hooking up because it's like a sex thing. He's like moved on to somebody else, and she's not. And so I think that changes like how you
Yeah.
approach
For sure.
relationships.
I will say, to your point though, the Facebook stalking, never a good idea.
Oh, never
Don't
a
do
good
it.
idea.
But it's like sometimes you
No.
just have to, and then you always
know.
regret
No,
it.
I
know.
Anytime I've ever done it, I always regret it.
I know.
it's
Same
never
here.
good.
No.
It's like you're like, I just want to know, and then you know.
No.
And
Are
then
you able to
feel
control
terrible.
yourself though?
Never
If you're in a
ends well.
situation,
Yeah.
I'm not able to control
I think
myself.
I'm able to control myself now,
Oh yeah, I guess I haven't been in that situation in a
a
long
while
time.
ago.
It's been
I'm
a
like,
long
what
time.
are you doing now?
Yeah.
Right.
Where do you work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
got
And then
very
you like
catfishy.
randomly
That
run
freaked me
into
out.
them and you're like, so how's, and you like know everything
And you
about their
know,
life.
like the
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
you're gonna ask them about.
Super creepy.
I think the reason why it was like kind of okay for me whenever the guy that I dated in college, whenever we broke up, was because neither of us were huge Facebook users. Like I put stuff on, and I think it was like
That almost makes it worse though.
I think I like just but it's like I can see it. I can see like pictures when I want to see it, but I don't like know everything that's happening in your life. And so like neither of us started dating people, of course, right away. So it was like, you know, I would see like a random picture, but like I didn't put statuses everywhere. So it's like even when I Facebook stalked, it was like I wasn't stalking necessarily because I just saw the same. Well, sure, but I saw the same stuff that I had always seen. I wasn't like discovering new information.
Unsuccessful stalking.
Pretty much,
basically.
Basically,
It's unsuccessful treasure hunting.
well, there's nothing to see. I guess there's something to see. But
Yeah.
so maybe that's why it was better for me. That's why I'm like, oh, I could totally not stop myself. But I don't know.
It's a little weird now because you have multiple areas you can stalk people, like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and all this other stuff. I don't know, it's very odd.
Yeah.
MySpace,
everywhere.
that's the only kind you need.
Yeah.
Never had a
MySpace stalk.
Never had it.
That's it. Do you guys have any other final thoughts about this evening's episode?
Well, Peter's gonna be a real dad now, so
I know.
good for him.
He's gonna be a fun dad, Peter.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He was already great toward Henry. I just think their relationship is the weirdest thing in the entire
So
world.
weird.
Him and Henry?
No, him and Lauren.
Him and Lauren.
I get
Yeah,
like opposites
100%.
attract, but it's like they're too opposite.
Also, it's really weird. Just 2 cents in here to have popsicles as a potty training treat.
That's a freaking huge treat.
Yeah, like I've heard of. I don't know. Like I'm not a proponent of like rewarding with food because I think that's like
That's a dangerous
That's
path.
the eating disorder.
True.
Not like a not eating food eating disorder, but like a
The other way.
I eat
Yeah.
food because it makes me feel good. Eating
Right.
disorder, like,
Happy.
I deserved it, or like it's just
You
not
got an A
healthy.
in your spelling test.
Yeah,
Here's a sheet
it's
cake.
some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's just weird.
Ooh, a sheet cake's
That
weird.
shit sounds
But like
good.
I've heard, like my sister did it with like the little mini M&Ms.
Yeah.
So it's like you got like a mini. I mean, they're like 3. My son's 3. We're like potty training. They're like 2 and 3 years old. He
Yeah.
also seemed a little bit old for potty training, but yeah, like it just a whole pops. I don't know.
That's huge. I have
seems a
bomb
lot.
pops in my freezer right now, though.
Did you really?
Yeah, but I used to nanny these 4 little girls, and 2 of them they were really young to, I guess, start potty training, but it took a while. It took a couple of months. But I rewarded them with claps.
That's
like,
fantastic.
good.
That's
I
how I
rewarded
reward
them
my son.
with
Are you kidding?
encouragement.
We do
Yeah.
high fives, and he gets to wash his hands.
Yeah, it's
There you
like
go. And
Which
his
is a
feet,
really
because you
exciting
shouldn't get on the
thing for
couch
him.
with them.
maybe we would sing a song or like read an extra book at nap time. But that's how I reward.
April, do not
Poor
girls.
eat a bomb pop on your couch.
Plus, it
That-
takes like 20
Oh,
minutes for a
mess.
kid
Game
to eat
over.
a freaking popsicle.
I
It's
know,
a
right? And they
disaster.
get
hate
everywhere.
popsicles.
Then you
I
gotta
don't know.
clean the
That was
house.
just the weirdest choice.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of popsicles.
I love
They hurt my teeth.
I love popsicles.
You can just lick them.
Yeah.
But I can't. That's too much time.
Yeah,
That's time
it's like-
wasted.
it's like you stalk everyone. You have no
It's like when I have an ice
self-control.
cream going, I have to just like eat
No
it.
self-control.
That's right. Anyways, self-control issues and more. Next week on the Mindy Project After Show.
right.
Real quick, any final thoughts before, I guess, do we have any predictions?
This week is a tough one to predict
Yeah,
on because it's
we didn't
such
see
like
much.
a rant. We know it's not going to continue to next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I predict love for Mindy.
Good job, dude.
There you go.
AfterBuzz TV
Very nice.
prediction.
There
Yeah.
it is. Lindsay, you have any?
No, again, like this is a tough episode to really make
Yeah.
predictions on because we don't
Yeah.
really. It was kind of like a
It's like same
like a
predictions as last
detour,
week.
you know.
I predict Mindy will be back next week.
I think she will.
She
I
might
think
be.
she
And there will be a
will.
funny joke.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be weird if all of a sudden the show just like completely moved to Texas?
No.
That would be quite the shift. What were you going to say?
Do you think that Mindy will confront Danny about this woman?
I hope she does, but I don't think we'll see it
Not
because
in
he's
the
not there to
way-
shoot.
Not in the way that we kind of want her to, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to talk to him about, hey, somebody else is watching the baby, because I feel like that would have happened
Yeah.
in this episode. But I do think that they're going to talk about her
Yeah.
one way or the other.
When she goes to Europe with her son,
Uh,
because that would piss me off.
Oh yeah, that's pretty like
Right? Like, wouldn't it? It's one
That'd be
thing to
bad.
like take your kid to another country so that they can like experience the culture or whatever, their heritage. It's another to take them on like a romantic vacation with your new lover.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
that's
no,
another.
not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a good thing.
We'll see.
Lindsay, why don't you tell
Yeah.
the people they can find you?
Oh, you can find me at Rockin' Mama Life. Pretty much everywhere.
And
There
y'all
it
can
is.
find me everywhere at April Whisenhant, possibly AMW0011. We'll see.
Maybe. Get it together, guys.
You
Get it
can
together.
find me at The Only Camshaft, Twitter and Instagram, and just search my name in iTunes. There's a couple things that'll pop up. Hit subscribe, give me a rating, 5 stars. We want to hear from you. Comment on the
yeah.
video below, right here. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know what you think. Tweet AfterBuzz TV. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye.
See you later.
Later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.